Well, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to not your ordinary How To Minecraft episode. In fact, actually, this is an episode that I have been hyped up about the idea of for quite some time now. This has been in the planning for about a month, in the works, ever since we made our... Nice touch. Ever since we made our slime grinder. And today is the day that we do it. Now, I don't know what I'm going to go ahead and put as the title, so those of you viewing may already know what I'm doing, may not. In fact, actually, I think I just came up with the title off the top of my head. But this is episode 50 of How To Minecraft. The what is it? Centennial? I think that's the word? I may be wrong. Basically, we're halfway to 100. Whether or not we get to 100 before the server ever does a Season 2. By the way, I don't know if that's actually going to be a thing. I hope so. I'm just saying my perspective, because I would love to see it, because of SMPs and all that. Enough rambling. There's one thing on the server that I have not done yet. That pretty much everyone else has had their fair game of a plan of. And by the way, happy holidays. This is a Christmas special as well as it is an episode 50 special, which was brilliant timing by myself, I must say. And just the How To Minecraft lords above. This is our episode right here. This is what we're working with. And by the time we're done, there will not be a single slime block going back inside this chest. Every single slime block in here will be used by the end of the episode. So, before I get into what we're doing, we better lock and load with our entire inventory. So, for the time being, we're going to go ahead and use this chest right here as our temporary chest with all the music and everything, because I am very bad at temporary inventories. That's one thing I have always told myself. I am horrible with temporary inventories. So we're going to be needing basically just those supplies aside from the slime blocks themselves. The first thing we're going to need to do, though, is actually empty everything in our ender chest first, because we're going to be needing to use this for storage as well. So this chest right here is going to be getting not only what was in our... Actually, we'll use this chest. This chest right here will be getting everything that was in our ender chest for this. We can go ahead and get rid of these things right here and dump those in our temp chest right there. So we have a very clear ender chest. We have a clear inventory. So let's go ahead and lock and load with the stickiest inventory I have ever had. Now, for those of you who are curious about how many slime blocks this actually is, a total, let me just go ahead and get a quick calculator going here. 64 is in a stack times 54. The amount of slime blocks that are inside this chest, give or take the 14 that's there, we won't count that, is 3,456 slime blocks. Again, not counting the 14 that we lost. Let's pretend that's a stack of 64. The amount of slime balls in that count... 31,104 slime balls is what we are holding on to right now. Let me say that again. 31,104 slime blocks. Or slime balls, rather. Not slime blocks. Boy, that would be crazy if that was actually the case. So we are working with quite a lot here. Now, the thing is, though... By the time we're done, these slime blocks will no longer be in our possession. In fact, not one person will be gifted with these slime blocks. 2 people will be gifted. I'll see you guys back in just a brief moment. So, welcome one and all to the Salty Lagoon. Or, as I should say, it won't be a lagoon for very long You may be wondering why I'm up at Vix Towers. I'm up here to get one last screenshot of what the lagoon is going to look like with water, at least. Or should I say, with water visible. We're doing our first prank on the server, and this prank spares no expense of being one of, if not the most epic prank done. I don't think any, well, I should say, the most epic prank done that doesn't involve griefing Rob. For those of you that remember Rob's little Salty Lagoon prank, I think that was the most elaborate prank done on the server. Albeit, I don't really think that was considered much of a prank, although it still kind of damaged the lagoon. As you can see, there's some netherrack right there. That was never fully repaired, so the lagoon doesn't look as good as it used to. Sorry about that, got a little bit of an interruption. Just needed to make sure that Vic and Lachlan will not be joining the server while we are doing our dirty work. Anyway, this is the last the Salty Lagoon will look like this until they decide to possibly remove what I'm going to be working with. And by the way, this is not griefing whatsoever. I'm pretty sure they will be more than thrilled. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop down and we'll get to business. So, I was thinking to myself, I want to do something involved with slime blocks on the server. And what would be a better thing to start off by doing than completely covering the entire lagoon in slime blocks? Oh yes. I've made sure that I have enough to be able to do this. The Salty Lagoon, if I am correct, and I hope I am, the Salty Lagoon has dimensions that will fit about, and yes, I will go ahead and keep the lily pads somewhere safe, and make sure I don't disturb Lumi either. Hello, Lumi. I don't know if the chicken or the... I don't know if it's chicken or the zombie is called Lumi. That's what confuses me the most. But I've made sure that I have just enough slime blocks to be able to cover all, if not most, of the Salty Lagoon. Because from the way that I looked it up, the max should be 3,000 that it costs to do this. Oh, and we got the rain coming in. Doesn't look like the HTM gods are happy with what we're doing here, but that's perfectly okay. Why would they need to be? In my opinion, this is only going to be a vast improvement, because you think about it, number one, this will take next to no effort for them to be able to remove, since slime blocks can be destroyed pretty much instantly. So if they ever want to remove this, they'll be perfectly fine. If not, I think Vic and Lachlan will be pretty joyous to hear that they just got delivered a pretty sweet Christmas present of 31,000 slime blocks. Or slime balls, I should say. 31,000 slime blocks, I wish. And we really need to make sure that Lumi doesn't get disrupted here. So I think what we're going to do is just build a little case around Lumi like this. This should be perfect. Yeah, Lumi will be the only part of the Salty Lagoon that is not touched because Lumi is a server artifact, therefore shall not be damaged. And the water current is not being damaged either, so they should not have any problems. Oh. We may need to move this back one more like this and make it 3 wide. Yeah, judging by the current, that looks like what we're going to need to do. Let's get these blocks from underneath Lumi here. I do not want to damage Lumi in the process of doing this. That was one thing I was definitely scared of. Alright, so back to our ideas. Again, if they like it, which they should, then sweet. They got a giant trampoline, basically, in their entire area, which I'm sure Vic will love most of all because he can jump off his vase and just have a field day. If we've got a few spare extra blocks, I've definitely got an idea for what I want to be doing with the rest of them. And we seem to be making a pretty good covering distance right now. I'm not going to be covering the homes in slime blocks. We sadly don't have enough for that, and I think that's just pointless at the moment. But we are going to be covering the entire lagoon. This is our main problem right here, is that this is the part that's going to cost the most slime blocks to take. But as you can see from our amount that we've got right here, we've got enough slime blocks to cover this place for sure. And if not, do definitely quite a bit to it. It's kind of funny because I hinted that for episode 50 I was going to be doing something with the slime blocks, and you guys were all like, he's going to be building a giant trampoline, or he's going to be building a giant like statue of himself or something, or he's going to be building like a giant like bouncy house. Nobody ever thought that I'd be doing a prank with it. Nobody ever thought that I would be covering someone's base in it. And the nice thing is, too, is this isn't just one person's base, this is two people's base. And I find it kind of unfortunate, too, because, in all honesty, I kind of got scared at one point. I was watching their stream when they mentioned that they were going to try and fill up the lagoon with ice, and I was like, ooh, no, don't do that. I need to do my prank. But I couldn't say anything, I just had to sadly wait it out, and I thought I was just getting suffocated there for a moment. But thankfully, that is not the case. There is a zombie villager over there. He is getting attracted to the testificates. We can go ahead and keep this little, I don't know why those two slime blocks were ever there. Maybe just like a little fun thing. This will definitely take a little while, huh? The zombie villager, since he'll despawn by the time I'm done anyway, can just, you know, die, basically. So I don't think Vic would have had any benefit of me keeping him there. Yeah, alright, we're making a good progress with this already. And, yeah, like I said, though, it's basically a giant Christmas gift to them, because slime balls are a pretty rare thing on the server. Oh, I broke the cacti. It's okay. Honestly, like, it's not really griefing if you mess up, like, the lily pads and cacti. To be honest, it's just, you know, like a little bit of, you know, collateral damage. They can replace it later, and I can even just put the stuff back in their chests and make it seem like no big deal. Which it really is no big deal. Like I said, 31,000 slime balls, which is usually a pretty rare object to get, and I don't think any of them are going to be making a slime farm anytime soon. Yeah, I'm basically doing them a huge favor, and looks like they'll be the slime men of the server. But, yeah, I wanted to do something like this for a while, and just so happened to be on Christmas as a gift. And, oh, we're gonna need some, cleverly placed signs as well. And, ooh, we're gonna need quite a bit of stuff for this. This is already looking fantastic. Holy crap, I love this so much. The lily pads are actually really nice for keeping a little bit of a balance here. And Depth Strider is just making this so much easier on me. Holy crap. I can't imagine doing this without Depth Strider. The problem is, too, is I can't punch these damn things because they'll just all wind up breaking. Yeah, okay. Get that right there. Excellent. I'm not gonna be cutting. You guys are gonna see the full prank done. Uncut. At least, like, the actual pranking part of it, because I figure you guys will want to see all of it and how long it actually takes me. So this is a rather long episode. There you go. If not, because we've already gotten, like, a fair amount done of the lagoon already. But then again, no, we haven't. We're placing down a total of 3,450 blocks, give or take, so it's going to take quite a while. We will need to get on the ice as well. I'm hoping that by the time we're done with this, we'll actually have enough room to be able to do the floor and stuff for this sort of thing, like the walkways and things. But right now, I'm just focused on cleaning up the ocean part of it. I should have probably... Oh, well, the problem is I can't break the ice because that won't turn into water. I don't think that's one thing that they really thought of very much, because if you break this right, like here... Oh, no. Oh, never mind. Maybe I should have done that before I did this. Because I don't necessarily want to grief. If they want to keep their little ice island, that's entirely up to them. But I do want to do as minimal griefing as possible. The only real griefing I've done was the lily pads and that one cacti by accident. And I think the other cactus will probably get broken too. It's fine, though. I don't really think they care. What does this sign say? The Salty Lagoon. More like the Sticky Lagoon. The Slimy Lagoon? Yeah, that cacti. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. You can get rid of it. You can put the cacti down somewhere else. In fact, I'll probably put a replacement cacti right next to the spot of where it was, just to, you know, make sure it gets compensated good. Alright. And I will also say that I was here without food and I borrowed 16 of Vic's fish. I can repay it back later, but honestly with this I don't really think they'll be too worried about repayments anytime soon. Okay, so we are nearly done with the majority of our slime blocks here, but we've gotten pretty much like the big base of it done, which is looking really... Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is actually nuts. Oh my god. I'm just hoping, like, Vic or Lachlan aren't going to be jags and be like, no, we're not going to be on the server, and, we're not going to be on the server. But yeah, we're gonna join anyway. Because if they join, they're gonna be here, and it's gonna screw me over completely. Since this is not a very subtle prank, I'm hoping that I can get the episode of this uploaded before they do their reaction or streams. Because I will definitely have to tell them to record right before they get onto the server. To make sure we catch their reactions, so nothing's fake or anything like that. Which I don't assume they do, but, you know, we don't want them to log onto the server. Because I know with Rob's prank, he joined the server and saw it before he started recording, so we never really saw his immediate reaction. So that was kind of unfortunate. I would have loved to have seen Vic's face with Rob's prank. Oh my lord, that was just terrifying. Would be nice to see the lagoon back to the way it was before Rob's prank, because now it was all this ugly coarse dirt and crap underneath the lagoon. It just doesn't look as good as it could, you know? In fact, actually, are we? We may be way ahead of schedule in terms of slime blocks of how many we needed, which could be awesome, because we could definitely work a lot more with these here. We could cover the entire tree in slime blocks. Oh, that would be great. Holy cow. I feel like I'm in creative doing this. This is so dirty, so sticky, such a wet and slimy job. Alright. How much more do we have left? Oh my gosh, we already still have a ton. Holy crap, and we've got a full ender chest filled with these things. Did I overestimate? I think I did. But I did measurements and things. The maximum should have been 3,000, but we still have more than 3,000 in total. Yeah, this little area right back here may catch us up with all this, you know, happiness we're talking about right here. If only I wish there was a way we could do this faster. Maybe we could cover up, like, Vic's roof and stuff, but this right here, yeah, this is taking up quite a bit of blocks. And then how much more do we have to do? Not too much. Not too much, actually. We can do the roadways. We'll definitely have enough to be able to do the roadways. We'll patch up all of Vic's sand area in his entrance, so he's literally trapped in. Of course, not actually trapped in. You can just easily break him, but... Alright. And we're already coming up to the edge of this. That's perfect. I love the fact that we don't have to use as many as we thought we did. Honestly, like... You know, the more would have been nice, but the more we have left, the more random stuff we can do with it. Like, I was actually thinking of putting random slime blocks in the air to really make it like, you know, a trampoline challenge. Because this is gonna be this is a fun prank. This is a really, really fun and hilarious prank. Kind of messed up the water there, but I don't really think they give a damn. I don't think they give a damn. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. I love that line. And there is no block underneath that fence. That peeves me off. That really just grinds my gears. Okay, let's do a little outline. I don't necessarily know why I'm doing an outline right now, but I am, so deal with it. Actually, yeah, I don't know how many spare we'll have left after this. Because I was always afraid, like, I was AFKing every single night since I got my slime grinder up. I knew weeks before, well, a couple weeks before I got the slime grinder fully operational and working that I wanted to do this prank. So every single night, which is why you guys never really saw my levels go up. I wasn't AFKing at my spider spawner anymore. Oh, no. I was AFKing at my slime grinder, making sure that by the time Christmas came around at episode 50, we had at least 3,000 blocks, and we came about it very damn well. I am very proud. Alright, perfect. Alright. We're gonna need to get out of here, huh? Oh, that's an unfortunate thing. We're kind of gonna get trapped in here. Oh no! We're getting trapped by our slime blocks. And the thing is, too, I would have loved to put this at actually, like, sea level, but I didn't want to remove all the water, since that would have just been, you know, actually trolling. So this way, when they break it, the water will still be here, so it'll be like nothing ever happened. I'm not even griefing, I'm just gifting. 'Tis the season to give and not receive, except this time I kind of am receiving. I'm receiving humor. Alright, and with this, we're done with the big base over here. Oh my gosh, this looks so cool. So we have this little part to do over here still. We're going to need to go back to our ender chest and get the other 27 slime blocks that or stacks of slime blocks that we've got. Put the little outline right like this. It's nice to actually walk on land for once, holy crap. Alright, we're going to have to break all these lily pads. Let's do that right now. Perfect. And I'm going to make sure that I drop both of them a memo immediately saying, do not join the server without recording first. And we'll see hopefully see their live reaction. If not, I'm going to be quite furious if they join without seeing those. Because Lachlan and Vic and I have gotten, you know, closer than, you know, we've gotten pretty close over the past couple months. So, I mean, we read each other's Skype messages whenever we get shot one over. I think, for the most part, they still read Skype messages, but, you know, I've known situations where people will prioritize other people immediately and then, you know, catch up with others later on in the day. But I know Lachlan and Vic, you know, will read mine before they join the server. So, can we finish up this little area here without... No, we're gonna have to go back and get the stuff out of our ender chest. Thankfully enough, Vic has an ender chest too. That was something I planned for. And I believe Lachlan has one as well, so we won't have to go back to our place to get the rest. That's why I emptied out the ender chest, to make sure we had just enough. And yeah, we're just short a little bit over here, so let's go ahead and go over... oh, this looks weird. We can't go under the ice. Imagine if Vic or Lachlan logged out while they were underneath the Salty Lagoon for some weird reason. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, this looks so hilarious! Holy shit! Oh, and it's gonna look even better when I'm done. Oh my god. We gotta finish this right now. I need to see the finished result on this. I need to just grab every single slime block that I got right here. Can we fit it all into our inventory? No, we're gonna have to ditch one thing. What can we ditch? Rotten flesh. There we go. Gotta eat a little bit more cooked fish. Let's finish this up, man. Let's finish it up, and then we can get a little bit creative with it. You know, you might as well go fully all... Oh my lord, this is so amazing. This is actually amazing. I love it. More than you guys realize, especially for the fact that I'm a slime, so... Oh my gosh, this is such a dream. It's like a happy winter wonderland, you know? It's like you're just in a place of jolly fun time. You live in a giant trampoline. We all live in a yellow trampoline. A green trampoline. A green trampoline. I really love the Beatles. Those of you that don't know my music tastes. I know a lot of you know my music tastes from like my streams and stuff. From when I did stream actively. I've been doing YouTube. That's why I'm not streaming. Don't question me. And be happy anyway. Can we get the slime blocks underneath here? I think we'll have to do it right here as well. But we won't be able to do it anywhere else under there. Don't want to skimp out on this. Alright. And then you... still need to cover up all of this area. Oh, we do have quite a bit left to do. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I definitely must have missed some part, you know? Because this is... Oh, yeah. This is how easy it is to break slime blocks. It's crazy. But yeah, there definitely is still quite a bit of an area we need to finish. Still hoping we have enough. I'm more than certain we do. Since this shouldn't take too long. Bleh, I'm Lumi. Bleh. Bleh. Server artifact, do not touch. Don't worry, I made sure he wasn't gonna get touched. We could actually probably encase Lumi. We just gotta make sure that Lumi won't suffocate from it. Because if Lumi dies in the process of this, like, GG, we lost, boys. Like, you know, incoming hate, incoming just salt from everyone. Making this a not very joyous time. But this should be nothing more than just, you know, complete happiness. I don't think mobs spawn on... Oh, mobs spawn on this, don't they? Oh. Do mobs spawn on slime? That's actually one thing I didn't think of. I don't think they do. I don't know if they do. Ooh, that's something I didn't think about. We don't want creepers and stuff blowing up this area. Oh, no. Well, I know the Salty Lagoon was never perfectly lit up. I know Vic tried a good amount, to get, like, villager zombies and stuff like that off in the distance. Or, to make his mob grinder more efficient. We may have to go home and get some torches to finish off this prank. Then again, if Creeper does blow up, the only thing we lose is slime blocks, which I guess would be pretty devastating regardless, since we do have a limited supply of these, and we can't easily go get more, you know, without waiting another day. Oh, no, that zombie might have come from the other side area, because there was one walking on it before there was a lot of slime blocks. I'm not necessarily worried. I'm not too worried. Now this is a little bit of an area too. This leads out to the lake. I don't think we'll actually be... We're not going to be doing the lake, because that's not part of the lagoon. Yeah, so there's no point in doing that right there. Let's go ahead and make the little barrier like this. How much do we have left? Still a ton. We've still got a ton of slime blocks left. Hopefully we'll have a little bit left over. Even after we're done, you know, poking fun at this. Hopefully we've got some left over. Alright. Get those all across right there. And I think we're good. It doesn't appear that mobs are spawning on any of these blocks, so I think we are good. In fact, actually, I think I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep real quick in Vic's bed. Vic, where's your bed? I am sleeping in your bed tonight. Hashtag PeteStar123. Now, where's his bed? Vic, where is your bed? Here is your bed. Perfect. Excellent. Go ahead and take a little bit of a break from our thing. And by the way, Merry Christmas! It just reached midnight when I'm recording this. Merry Christmas. I need to tweet out real quick. I need to tweet out... Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy face. It's probably Merry Christmas for literally almost everybody else in the world. But I live on the West Coast, so things happen late for me. But I had to get that 12 o'clock. It's actually funny how we went to sleep right at 12. Santa's been watching us this time around, hasn't he? Oh boy, this looks so great. I'm in love with this. I am actually in love with this prank more than you guys even know. I think I've said that a couple times now, but oh my gosh, this is so great. Yeah, we can go ahead and cut off the lagoon. I'm thinking right about... This will be the little division, because this isn't necessarily the lagoon. Well, this is. The lagoon will be... like so. I'm thinking like this. Actually. Yeah. That's the lagoon. That's all that gets covered. That's all it's going to get covered. Anyway, if we wanted to trap Lumi, I think what we could do is do something like this, where the slime blocks are 3 up above, like so. Because while we want to make sure that Lumi doesn't get suffocated or anything from this, we don't want anyone to necessarily fall inside. So we can outer case Lumi like this, and nothing should happen to Lumi. Nothing should happen to Lumi with me doing this, and if anything does, it's unintentional. Yeah, that should be perfect. Oh, look at me bouncing around. I love it. We can fill that up there, and we do have time and slime blocks to do more than just the lake, because I think we are finished. Oh, no, there's a little bit more that we have to do over on the corner here that I did not get taken care of. Yeah. Okay, so this part needs to get done like this. This little part here needs to also get done. So we've got a little bit more to do in the water part of the prank. Or the lake part, I should say. Or the lagoon. My bad. And then we can get working on actually, like, sliming up the walkways and stuff. There we go. Excellent. So these walkways right now will not be slimified, but the rest will be. It makes such a funny noise when you do this. It's like... I like the fact that they kept the same sound file for placing these blocks as there actually is when slimes bounce around, you know? Because this is a slime sound right here. You know, when slimes make their fapping noise all the time. Alright. So we can cover up this little area here. And I think the lagoon ends... actually, no, I don't think it does. Does the lagoon end? No, but it does get divided. So I'm thinking right about here. Does it get divided right here? Yeah, so right about here. This will be the... No, because we want it to look like we actually cut it off at a certain part. So I'm thinking right about here can be where the lagoon is divided from. Yeah, and the rest of this will get covered in slime blocks. More inward, and all of this will get covered in slime blocks as well. Perfect. So let's do the outline again. Excellent. I can't wait to see your reactions. It's going to be hilarious. Definitely, if you guys aren't subscribed to Lachlan or Vic, which I would assume you are, considering our shared subscriber count, and the fact that I'm sure a lot of you guys have met me from them, definitely be sure to go ahead and do that. They are awesome guys, and some people I am very close with in terms of, you know, the whole YouTubing thing, and people I'd like to call good friends. Alright, even though sadly we don't get the chance to actually hang out in person, thanks to, well, locations and the fact that I'm, you know, underage and have many other things to attend to, but, you know, I like to think we're close. So this part right here, this is almost done. How much more? Yeah, we still got a ton more to work with here. Perfect. Absolutely beautiful! Ha 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 ha. I'm being weird. I'm just really excited. Alright. Let's get this going right like that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, yep, we're going to do the walkways. So, this whole area... Well, actually, first things first. We're going to fill up this entire area here. So, this whole area is going to get filled with slime blocks. Slime blocks, thankfully, don't impact grass, from what I have seen. So, Vic shouldn't have any problem with getting grass back when he decides to break all of this. However soon they do. I don't know, I'd want to keep this up if this happened to me. This is really cool. Kind of like what happened with Rob's prank. I kept that one up for quite a while. In fact, it's still up, so here's my point proven right there. Alright, we still got a ton more left. I don't know how many exactly we have, but we have enough to do everything we want to do here. Which was encase off all of this area here. We still need to figure out places of where to put signs as well. Vic, why is your place so damn noisy? Holy crap, man. You got too many animals and shiz. Alright, right like this. Perfect. Excellent. So that part has been entirely cased off. His entrance is done. Oh, that looks so cool when you drop it down. It looks like a sponge almost. That's weird. Where is the next part that we should do? We should probably do this area here too. Right in front of the rainbow. That may just be on the land, but why not, obviously. We could do a little bit of touch-up. Oh, that looks weird for some reason. Oh, it wasn't rendered. Strange. I'm thinking this area right here will get covered in slime. This entranceway will get covered in slime as well. There we go. Oh. Thought I ignited that trap that Lachlan, or that Vic set up for Lachlan there. Then I remembered that I can't necessarily do that. Now, this looks weird because while we did do the water part of it, it makes the land cutoff part look really strange. How many blocks of this do we have? Whoa. Oh, that was weird. How many blocks of this do we have left? We have... What on earth? How does that... Why does that happen? Strange. Must have been me pressing another block or something. Interesting. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the snow here, just temporarily, and we're going to surround the entire tree in slime blocks. Excellent. Like I said, very, very minimal griefing, all benefits. At least for the most part, I would hope. If they get mad about this, like I hope they didn't. I'm preserving the Salty Lagoon sign. I'm putting a block above it. There. Yeah, we don't want to trap Vic's house in necessarily. Okay, so what's left to do here? We can do the rest of this area here then. So I'm thinking we can do the walkway and we can kind of cut it off so like it's like this, maybe? Yeah, like this, I'm thinking. Then we can do the walkway. Yeah, here's where the ideas start pouring in, and then we'll do the whole, just to make this look a little bit more like it's faded in well. There we go, because we may want to do the walkway there as well. Alright, yeah. Let's go ahead and slimify this whole thing right in here. This is actually naturally generated. I didn't realize that. Or, when I say naturally generated, I mean built before the server was launched by one of the people who runs the server, actually, not by any of us that play. So I thought that was pretty cool. Alright, we are literally slimifying this whole lagoon, which is sweet. It's exactly what I want, but it shouldn't hinder anyone. Again, I would just hate for that. I would be devastated if this prank got taken the wrong way for some reason. This can't be taken the wrong way. It's so friendly and so awesome. Alright, we can't put that over the rail tracks. That was expected. Alright, so that will have to be the limit of what we do there. Do we want to get rid of this little area here? What we can do is, let's go ahead and just do this. And we can actually, if we really want to, which I think we'll do, have the water flow onto the slime blocks. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, just to make sure it stays like that. So nothing has really been damaged too far. What else can we do that would help make this thing look a bit more even? We can go ahead and fill in this part here. Yeah, make sure this adapts with sea level perfectly. And we don't want to disrupt any of the flowers, because this little part... Actually, I don't even know whose that is, to be honest with you. Yeah, we don't want to go near Natty's grave, so we don't want to disrupt anything over there. We can surround the rest of the entire... what's his face? Rainbow. Actually, we may have to sleep again soon. Going back to sleep in Vic's bed for a second night in a row. Ooh. Things are getting interesting between him and I. Alright. You can break the flowers for right now. Again, no harm done necessarily. They're just flowers and just torches. You can put the torch back like that. I don't know. I feel weird about it. And then for right now, we can take the flowers and we can... Yeah, again, minimal griefing. I'll be sure to put a chest with everything that I broke, saying if you want to repair stuff, you know, here's what you do to actually, you know, repair everything. But again, I don't really think anybody cares about these tiny little flowers over here. And if they do, again, I'll put them back and, you know, say, hey, I've learned my lesson. Ain't gonna prank, ain't gonna do nothing. Well, I am gonna prank. It feels good doing a prank. It just makes me hope that it's taken in the right light. And then over here, I think this is pretty much to be untouched right there. We can cover up the server artifact. We can cover up this little area over here. So we are doing just a little bit more than the actual water itself. And we could try and cover up this area right here. We can cover up... Yeah, let's try this. See how this looks right here. Okay. And then we can just kind of barricade around like that. Like that, and like that. Excellent. How does this look? Yeah, that looks good. The whole thing, the thing itself is not damaged at all, so that's excellent. And then we can kind of cover in the little ends over here as well. This shouldn't affect the grass or anything, so that'll be good. We should probably sleep very soon. We don't want any creepers or anything disrupting our adventure, or any slimes. Imagine if a slime was to come in, that'd be great. Alright, put the torch back down right there. Alright, excellent. And then what we can do now is we still have a little bit more to work with. In fact, we've only got 4 more blocks in total. So here's the part where we gotta think, what else could we do to the lagoon to make it look just awesome in terms of this prank? We could, to be honest with you, cover up all of Lachlan's roof. In fact, actually, we're doing it. I'm covering up all of Lachlan's roof in the slime balls. Oh, actually, let's cover up this first, make it look not so weird. And I don't actually know if we'll have enough to cover up all of Lachlan's roof. We could just do like little dabs here and there to make it seem like his roof was kind of just like dripped on. In fact, actually, I think that's what I'll do. Ooh, good idea, real quick here. And we'll go ahead and cover up this as well. Make it look a little less weird. Hello. Oh, the spider's having a hard time crawling. That is so cute, honestly. Come here, you little derp spider. Oh, we lost a slime block. I'm so sad. Yeah, we can cover this up right like that. Perfect. Yeah, what I'm thinking of doing, here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go inside their home, and I'm just going to leave, like, slime blocks trailing around the place. So one like that, one like this, you know, just sticky up their whole house. You know, make it look really funny. Alright. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Make it as elaborate as possible. We should have enough to do all of Vic's floor. Lachlan's I'm not necessarily too worried about, considering his place isn't nearly as square footaged as Vic's is. So I think that should be good for that floor. We have another floor with the villagers that we have to do here. Hello, villagers. Meh, meh, meh. I love this so much. Holy crap. Vic got a pretty good trade with his villagers. I saw that Sharpness 5 little video he did. Ooh, baby, I am jealous. I need to get working on villagers one of these days, for sure, though. Definitely make it look pretty good. And then we got one more floor here, his bedroom. Perfect. Cover up the whole area with slime blocks. Because it wouldn't be, you know, it wouldn't be too much of an actual prank if we didn't leave his entire house, you know, both their homes just a little bit stickied up, you know? It may, this may be the annoying part of the prank, even though, well, to be honest, the whole thing may be annoying the way you take it, but I hope it's good anyway. But, hey, you know what? Free slime blocks, and let's be honest, who the hell doesn't like slime blocks? I think everybody loves slime blocks in Minecraft. They're just amazing things, you know? We can kind of be a little bit elaborate and get, like, the little areas around here as well. So we can kind of do the roof like that, the roof like that, roof like this. Sure. And one like that. There we go. Here I am about worrying about falling. And then we won't be able to get up there very easily, so we can just do one like that, and then one there. And I think that's good for Vic's place, so let's go ahead and hop down from here. Oh my gosh, guys. It's so amazing! Holy crap! Oh my gosh! Oh, we could have... Oh, we just bounced on top of Lachlan's house. On top of his roof. That is amazing. That is so freaking cool. Holy shit. I love this. Alright. Oh, Creeper. Creeper, what are you doing? What are you doing, Creeper? Jesus, dude. Oh, whoa. That knockback, though. I forgot I had knockback 2 on this sword. I'm not used to using this sword for PvP, so that was kind of a scare for a second there. Yeah, alright, so his whole roof is pretty much done now. He's got his second little layer down here. Sleeping probably would have been a really good idea. Should probably go and do that soon. Can we go ahead and just break into here real quick? I think we can. Alright, can you give me that back? Dang it. Alright, so let's just go ahead and stickify his entire second floor here, which he still hasn't done anything with. Interested to know what he is going to do with this little room here. Then we can go down into here. Excellent. So now we are in his first floor. We can go ahead and leave the slime blocks all the way around here and make it just look interesting. Quillfish and Nemo. That's what you get for messing with Vic's stuff. I should turn Nemo's too, or Vic's Nemo, but I think he'd get mad at me. It's like, you can do this whole prank and be elaborate as you possibly can, but apart from that, if you touch Nemo, you're gonna get screwed. Alright, so let's just leave this whole area here. Whatever happened to his freaking farm area, man? It just got demolished somehow. Alright. Excellent. Perfect. Excellent, so we've got less than a stack. Oh, we've got just one more than a stack left of this entire venture. Oh, guys, it's been great. It's been, it feels good, you know, to actually wind up doing this. It just feels nice. Hopefully nobody takes it the wrong way. I'm still nervous about that. I don't know, man. Okay, so I think with this, we're pretty much done with the entire prank. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. I love it. I think it's just it's such a grand improvement, let's be honest. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a little bit of wood from Vic's chest, and we'll actually, does he have any signs? He does have a few signs. I'm going to take 8 of them. I can always repay later. I'm a man of my word. I took 32 steak from Allie and returned a full stack to him. So, you know, I am, again, a man of my word. We'll go ahead and trap his doors in. Well, actually, no. But there is a creeper right there. Dukin! He's bouncing up. He's all happy. That's so adorable. Oh my god. And pretty much confirmed that mobs don't spawn on slime, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. We can leave the signs right out here. Right, like this. Seems you've... Oh, no, it still doesn't work? Seems you've gotten yourself in a pretty sticky situation here, eh? Situation, eh? I don't have it planned out what I'm actually writing. Well, 'tis the season to be spreading all of the gifts. Hope you enjoy the... How many slime balls was it in total? Yeah, alright. 31,000 slime balls you've just been gifted. Oh, and the giant trampoline you now live in is a nice touch too. I like that. With love as always, your neighborhood, I think that's how you spell it, your neighborhood slime PD Hutt Jr. Perfect. Don't think I could have written it out in any better way. So that's about 31,000 slime balls there. We do have 58 left from what we want to do with it. I think we'll go ahead and use these to actually cover up this whole area here. Probably make it look a bit better than it does right now. Yeah, right like that. That looks good. Yeah, that looks good. And then, yeah, so I'm pretty sure as I do a couple touch-ups, guys, that is my grand prank. I hope you all enjoyed this very, very, very epic Christmas special and episode 50 special of How To Minecraft. If you guys are enjoying the series and are stoked for another 50 or more episodes to come, then be sure to... Oh, can we actually fill this entire heart? Oh, we can. We did it. If you guys are pumped to see another 50 or more episodes of How To Minecraft, please, and I will ask this one time alone, be sure to show your best support that you could give on any video of mine, and definitely let me know what you thought of this grand prank here, because this is quite something interesting. So I think we're going to go ahead and end it off with a victorious leap from Vic's Towers. I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep since tomorrow is Christmas for me. Well, technically is Christmas already. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed the 50th episode special of How To Minecraft. And just remember, episode 100 will be even more special. What I'm going to do, who knows. But anyways, guys, take care, and as always, ding. See you next time. Ciao!